Hello guys and gals, me Mudahar, and today is going to be a video that tests the stomach of everyone watching because my lord, I almost stuck my fist through my computer monitor. Now I want to start off with a pretty hot take that might get me cancelled. So you know how we have driver's licenses, right? Like the governments of the world will usually come together and hand you a license, usually a card, something like this big, like a credit card. And that card signifies that you are licensed to drive a several ton vehicle down the road, That seems normal. I think as a society we've basically agreed on that you probably need a license to drive, okay? That's like the bare minimum. Now, I want to take things a step further. I think that we should have a parenting license, okay? This might get me canceled, okay? But ladies and gentlemen, I think that if you're going to raise a child, to adulthood, you should probably have a license that basically requires you to pass basic tests. Tests like, will you love and take care of the child? Answer, yes. Will you use the child for YouTube content? Yes. Immediately as soon as you say yes to that, you're just barred. You're disbarred from having a child, okay? You're disbarred from raising these kids because we as society cannot trust you. I want to know if the comment section kind of agrees with me, you disagree with me, maybe you want my head on a platter. I don't really know. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be looking at YouTube family content, okay? Briefly. Now, I'm not a YouTube family content reviewer. Quite frankly, I don't watch family content that much on the internet. I watch emulator videos, I watch video gaming videos, and I watch just random videos, okay? That's pretty much what I look at. The family content is not what I get into. But if you go on YouTube, family content is some of the most popular content you'll ever find, okay? People love to live vicariously through picture-perfect families on the internet. Now, what I found out lately is that when it comes to family channels, the ultimate content farm is either pregnancies or adoptions, okay? You want a steady slew of 12 months of pure content? Have a baby, okay? Apparently that's the market on the internet. Now, I want to run you through a couple of situations. One, which recently a video came out from a YouTuber, a 13 million subscriber channel, who titled the video, "She Got Diagnosed with Cancer," okay? Now, cancer is scary, all right? I'm actually going through a couple scares myself. It's drawing on me, not personally to me, but I have to live through people in my life that are currently suffering through such a terrible illness. Now, if we clickbaited cancer on our side of the internet, or really anywhere, we would get canceled and removed by the community, okay? YouTube wouldn't even have to step in. The average viewer would just tell us to get off. We would remove ourselves. Now, I don't have to play this video to tell you in the the description of the video, this documentary explains the health scare we had with our little Posy. We praise God that she is okay and healthy, but not all parents receive the same good news like we did. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I think a health scare... Listen, I'm just going to say it outright like this, dog. I think she got diagnosed with cancer is pretty different than we had a health scare about cancer. But then again, that wouldn't get that many views now, would it? You know what I mean? Apparently, little, innocent children and a terrible illness is all you need to draw up some quick fucking views, right? Like, for instance, some of the most viewed videos on YouTube include mommy and daughter surprise daddy with pregnancy announcements. Speechless. We got pregnant. Woo! 23 million lined up to watch that shit. The official labor and delivery. Something personal like that. I would really keep that for me and my family, but some people decided 14 million views is worth putting an actual, historic personal family event up for the world to see. See, that's the general idea with family stuff. Telling my dad I'm pregnant with baby number 4. Whoo! Fourth time the content farm. Now, sometimes the YouTube community doesn't exactly accept it. Sometimes the family channels, the viewers of these channels don't necessarily accept it. In the case of the Stauffer family, that actually ended up rehoming a child. Okay, so basically they adopted, I think it was a 2.5-year-old baby. And then they ended up giving it up once they realized that its special needs situation was too much for them to handle. Now, kids are not like NFTs, okay? You can't just buy them and ship them off whenever you feel like it, okay? Is it getting too hard to be a parent? Well, dig down and push through because you signed up for it. Kids are kids. They're literally they're human beings waiting to be molded and grown into a world, okay? You have to give them all your attention. Even if you can't provide all your attention and love and resources, you gotta try the best you can. You don't just give up because you didn't think veteran difficulty would be this hard, okay? Apparently this pissed them off so much. This was such backlash that I think the channel was actually removed. Like, it's not available anymore. That's ultimate cancellation. But now what I'm about to show you is something that I think that it's risky on YouTube. Like, I might even get a community guideline strike. It's that messed up. But a couple of other channels have seen it. You probably already saw it on Charlie's channel. He covers things a bit more faster than me. You've probably seen this on like Omni's channel. I'm going to show it to you on mine. Now, for full clarity, I'm going to censor the child's face, okay? I personally believe that children shouldn't be put on the internet until they themselves can make that decision, okay? Like, if I ever had a kid, you're not even going to know if I have a kid. I'm not going to put my child up on the internet. I think there's some boundaries that you shouldn't just cross. So I'm not going to put the child up on the internet because I don't feel that's comfortable. So I'm going to censor the side of the screen. I will, however, show you the mother exploiting the child. So let's go a play-by-play through this video. I'm only going to show you as much as I need to because some of y'all aren't war-ridden like I am. So in this video, you can see that the title is "We Are Heartbroken," okay? Excuse the quality. I'm also going to remove the channel because I don't really want to, you know, draw any more attention to this individual than they honestly have gotten. And you can see that ads are running on the video, okay? So get 10 times fitter. Oh boy, better ads than what I'm getting recently, that's for sure.
Put your head right here. Also, pray for us. We appreciate it. I love you guys. Bye.
So as you can see, what she's done right now is put her hand over the lens of the camera, a little bit like this, you know? That's to signify to the editor that don't show anything after that part of the video. Now, because these people are so dog shit at iMovie, I guess they forgot that was whatever happens after this is supposed to be cut out. But I'm glad it isn't, because it truly exposes some of these terrible family channels. Give this a watch.
Come here. Come closer for the video. Come closer. Come closer. Come closer. Put your head right here. Come closer.
What you just heard was the cry of a child, an actual cry of a child. I probably couldn't have shown this to you. I probably didn't want to show you this.
Act like you're crying. Really quick.
I am crying.
Put your head over here. Act like you're crying. But Mom, I am crying. Yeah, the kid's actually crying. The mom's like, pretend like you're crying. You can see on her side, she's trying to like fake this cry. Had she been an actual parent and joined into the party and actually consoled their child, it probably would have made a great thumbnail. What she's trying to do is get a thumbnail out of it. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you'll go onto a gaming video and they'll make a thumbnail like this. Okay, like they'll take the freeze frame out of it. That's what they're trying to do in this situation, right? Listen more.
Go like this. Put one hand up. Go like this. No, go like this. Put your hand like this. But let them see your mouth.
It's like there's some people that just shouldn't be allowed to have children. This, my friends, is one of those such people. Now, I'm going to end it right over here. That's pretty much what it is. She's trying to exploit basically the child's trauma for YouTube views and a thumbnail. Now, how many views does she end up getting? I think it was somewhere around like maybe 100,000 views. Here's the right answer for how many views are worth it. None at all. Like, honest to God, this shit actually enrages me to the point of no return. Like, I know that I put this like sarcastic demeanor on all the time, but underneath, I'm like ready to boil and just go. Like, this isn't good. None of this is acceptable. The fact that this is some of the most prolific content on YouTube and it just goes by unregulated is baffling to me, okay? And the reality of it is you're gonna have a lot of people who jump on, a lot of mainstream attention. For instance, if you look up this entire story right now, like literally on the internet right now, there are multiple like news agencies already covering the situation. This story is basically broken mainstream attention. I tweeted this out and it basically got up to like 27,000 likes at this point. Like clearly there were a lot of people that were pissed off. This gained a lot of attention. And the problem with this kind of stuff is, like I said earlier, while this is unregulated, this is what leads to making the entire platform itself look bad. This is a terrible individual. And honestly, I hate judging people based on 30 seconds of watching their life. But I can very firmly say from the 30 seconds that I've seen is that this person person does not deserve the children that they have. I mean, the fact that you have ignored your parental duties for YouTube clickbait clout content baffles the fuck out of me. But I honestly can't be surprised at this point. The longer I live in this world, the more disappointed I become with how society becomes around me. All I can say is that there are glimmers of hope around, and that's pretty much the only reason that I wake up every day and have somewhat of a smile on my face. But we're getting too personal at this point. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the kinds of channels that you just shouldn't support. At the end of the day, alright, these are the channels that actually I would not cry if removed from YouTube. Because at the end of the day, it's not like they're providing any sort of meaningful content. Honestly, I consider this content worse than like even some of the stuff that I've looked at, some of the damning stuff, even that J-Station stuff a while back where there were like faked deaths, because at least in that situation, no one was really hurt, save for the brain cells of the viewers watching. In this situation, it honestly hurts me to look at some of these children literally say that they're actually crying and their actual honest-to-God parents aren't even giving a fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, this is me, Mutahar. I would ask you if you like what you saw, but honestly, the stuff like literally punches me in the gut, so I'm going to leave it where it is. I've got a Cyberpunk video that I should be working on, and I'm going to be working on. This is me, Mutahar, and I am out.